Good morning. Happy Thursday. Floop and I have an evil live stream for you today.
Good morning.
Okay.
Happy Thursday.
Floop and I have
That's
an
not what I
evil
intended to
live
have
stream for
happen.
you today.
Good morning.
Bitcoin's at
Happy
$47,560. Floop here is hyper excited to have me back home because I was just in Orlando for 2 or 3 days, as you know. He has not let go of me since arriving back home. I am excited for today's live stream because CPI just came out. I'm a little bit concerned for today's live stream because Bitcoin is just straight up not moving. And about 2 minutes before I went on, Johnny was like, where the hell are you, bruh? Just straight up not moving, waiting to get everything up and going. About 2 minutes before I went on, here we go. Let me move this over here. And bear with me as I get the final touches here for the live stream. Bitcoin's about to break into uncharted territory as of this year. I mean, I guess everything's uncharted territory for this year, but local highs. Bitcoin just continues to rocket straight through them. Nothing is holding this thing back. However, I will say it is kind of concerning to notice that after the ETF approval, Bitcoin did not a single thing. Bitcoin literally didn't do a single thing after the ETF approval, so it is a little sus. The sound is overlapping after the ETF approval, so it is a little sus. It's a little bit annoying that the audio keeps doing dumbass, stupid fucking shit. Get out of here. How's that? Is that better? I don't understand. Like, genuinely, I'm either just really stupid or terrible at technology, because every single time I go and do a live stream, something goes wrong. Like, I know it's a very minor thing, but like, every time I do a live stream, something is different on OBS, something goes wrong, minor things are changed, and I'm just like, holy fuck, let me click live. Why does it have to be so convoluted every goddamn time? But Bitcoin, we're rocketing. It's coming back to life. Everything's continuing to flourish. People are starting to wake up to the fact that they don't have to wait until the halving to buy Bitcoin. People have, I think, finally acknowledged the fact that we have been in a bull market for Bitcoin since November of 2022. Bitcoin just had to go up a measly 200% before people acknowledged that we're in a bull market. Pretty crazy to see the human psychology play out. I think it'll be interesting for us if we can look back on this rally, right? A 200% rally from the local bottom of Bitcoin, from the cycle bottom of Bitcoin. It'll be interesting to see if this in fact is a local top. And I say that because in hindsight, things are often very obvious. Like back here in 2021, there were pictures of rocks selling for $1 million, and it's like, okay, well, I guess it was pretty obvious that like that was probably the local top. Like back here, SBF had just got, like, FTX and everything just collapsed, and they were forced to liquidate in every max fear. And it's like, okay, at the time it was scary, we could go lower, but looking back, it was pretty damn obvious that we were at a local bottom. Right now, max euphoria in the market, everyone's hyped up about the ETF being launched. Maybe it kind of makes sense in retrospect that around it now would be a local top. Who knows? Maybe we continue to rally, and this is just a little stepping stone until we get to the halving. The halving is in April of 2024, and I know that each and every one of you guys know what the halving is, but what's good? What's good? Welcome, Dream. Hello, everyone. Happy to see you guys in here. I got my nice warm coffee. It is decaf today, because I need to conserve my energy. As soon as the live stream is over, I have about 20 minutes to get ready for an interview that I have with a DeSci project. So I'm very excited for this. Shout out Nono. Noah is a great dude. He just had a Nico morning show, but it was at like 3 a.m. and I'm not waking up at 3 a.m. to go watch that. I'm sorry, boss. I'm sorry. I love you, dude, but that's too early for my brain. I didn't even think about inflation, baby. 3.4%, which was higher than expected, which is kind of impacting the price of Bitcoin, but ultimately not that much. It's not really doing much. Bitcoin right now is really unfazed by everything. So as soon as we cross above this blue line here, we will be in uncharted territories for Bitcoin's price. What are you guys doing? How are you guys feeling? Are you guys feeling amped up? Are you guys as hyped up as I am? This ETF getting approved is one of the greatest things that we could have seen. It is one of the greatest things we could have seen for our portfolios. In just the 24 hours, my portfolio is up 21.1%, a $400 increase on a portfolio that was only worth $1,900. We are going crazy, guys. Most of this is because of Data Lake, which we're almost up 1,000% on. From the initial investment into Data Lake, we're up way more than 1,000%, but I average up on a lot of the stuff that works good. Say the N-word and I'll subscribe. No. There you go. I said it. I appreciate the effort, little tank, but your subscription means zero to me if it costs my entire content creation career. Oh, God. Good afternoon. Oh man, no. Good afternoon. Feeling good, looking for Bitcoin to get rejected. Oh sheet. Oh sheet. I mean, it's been rejected 3 times in the last like 72 hours on this zone that we're approaching. However, I just would not be willing to bet against Bitcoin right now. At least not until, here, we're gonna remove this one. We're gonna get the moving average. I like the ribbon because then it's like a cheat code for this. I get a couple of them in here. We come here. I'm going to do I believe it's the 8, but it's the 8 EMA, but regardless. I would be cautious betting against Bitcoin, at least for a large scale swing trade, until Bitcoin breaks below the moving averages here, you know? No, I don't know. Ignore that one. I think it might be on, I'm pretty sure it's the 8. It might even be on the weekly though. Yeah, okay, all right, here's what I was looking for. I would be cautious betting against Bitcoin until after we break below the 8-week moving average on the weekly chart. We need to close below it, and then I think we'll have a pullback to retest back down at some prior lows, at some other levels. All 3 of the other moving averages are down here. We have... we got the 50, the 100, and the 200. They're all chilling around the same price, which was a previously huge resistance area and support area, a big area of confluence. So I would wait till after we break below the 8 to get a retest back down in areas down here, potentially. Who knows? We could also just continue to rally and hold this 8-week for months. Who knows? Made it. Hey, what's good, FTW? Make sure you guys are hitting that like button as you come through this live stream. I appreciate each of you guys being here so early. We got the CPI. The CPI release came out today, and CPI for the month of December rose 0.3, which is not great. It's definitely not great, and it came in hotter than expected. If we take that 0.3, multiply it by the 12 months in a year, you'll get an annualized inflation rate of 3.6%. If we go to the PDF and kind of get a breakdown of everything, you'll notice that the actual inflation rate, let me zoom in a little bit, the inflation rate for December was at 3.4. So the annualized rate, or the inflation rate for all of 2023 was 3.4. The annualized inflation rate of the December of 2023 was 3.6, meaning things started to heat up a little bit there at the end of the year. Not great. Not great at all. However, noticing that 2023 only had 3.4% inflation for the entire year is pretty spectacular. That's actually like not that crazy if you think about everything we just went through, because we got up to 9.1%, which was pretty crazy. Nonetheless, it came in hotter than expected, and that was mostly driven by these things down here. So shelter, transportation services, and medical care. Oh, shocker. It was really driven downwards, though. We had a lot of downward pressure from the energy services. That's kind of cool. So food is going crazy, shelter is going crazy, and transportation. So basically the 3 necessities to live are going off the chains. They're just going wild. Going wild. Look at that. Literally 9.7% on transportation services, which is very concerning, very questionable, because oil is going down and cars have gone down in price. So why transportation services are starting to go up is a little bit sus. Nonetheless, they are. I'm going to take a sip of coffee. What do you guys think about it? Do you think that we are going to begin to get a little bit of a rebound of inflation? There's a lot of weird things going on in the world right now. A lot of countries at war, and we even just saw the Red Sea. I'm bad with names, but I can like see all of it in my head, right? Can you get out of here? I'm bad with names of stuff, but I can see everything in my head. Well, okay, just dox me like that. What the hell's wrong with you? Right here, the Red Sea. So this is a huge shipping route from everywhere over in Europe to get to India and Asia. Everything over here comes through the Red Sea, especially this canal system up here, right? There's canals through here. These are major canals. There's a lot of ship attacks happening right here. A lot of ship attacks, and then we know, I believe it's Yemen, which has, or no, it's Somalia. Somalia has a lot of pirates. And usually we can deal with the pirates, but unfortunately, there's been like proxy wars going on in the Red Sea for a long, long time. And unfortunately, like, I hate war, just putting it out there. I don't like anything to do with war. I don't like conflict. I think a lot of stuff can just be solved if we sit down and talk and just like hash out every detail of what's going on, and then you can reach an agreement. But I understand that's not how the world works. Unfortunately, the US has been fighting a ton of proxy wars through the Red Sea, especially with transportation of goods and services. These attacks have made it so that the countries surrounding the Red Sea are starting to put actual troops in the Red Sea to kind of like scare people and get everyone to be in line, and it's not really working too great. So a lot of freight has decided to now go around Africa as a whole, which adds 14 days to the round trip instead of just going through the Red Sea. So very, very unfortunate, and likely to be a huge inflationary pressure. Maybe that has something to do with the transportation services starting to come back up a little bit, but I imagine it would be more to do with like apparel. It's probably going to get a big spike. I imagine cars will probably get a big spike. Anything that has to go through that is going to have a little bit of an issue. You sunk my battleship. You know what's funny, MK? The way that the US has dealt with the pirates, generally speaking, is that they have these water guns on the side of the ships, and they just spray blast the pirate ships, because the pirate ships are really tiny compared to the freight ships, and so they just gun them down with water guns. Now, you and I are probably thinking those little squirt gun water guns, but these are more likely than not fire hoses that are like probably sinking these little rafts and boats and shit. Arr, matey, arr, your light switches and outlets cover back on yet? My brain just read that and I didn't even register what you... No. We live on the edge here, my man. My boy. We live on the edge here. Not a single... You know what's kind of cool now? You ready for this? Because I am on my phone right now. My new phone. So I can actually... go show you guys that they're not at all covered. And Floop's about to get in the laundry. You see this? This is what I'm living in. I'm living in literally a condo flip, but I got the floors set there. It's just a mess, so I don't want to show you guys. You know what I am going to show you guys, and we're going off on a tangent here. Look at the tiling here. Look at the tiling that they did. How awful is that? And then it even comes onto the kitchen counter and everything. How ridiculous. Could you guys even hear me, or was I just going crazy? We're in the middle of the condo renovation. That's the bathroom. The next project is to kind of like put the flooring down here and then rip up all those tiles. So I'm kind of hoping inflation calms down a little bit. I'm kind of hoping that I can get some of these, what would these be? Commodities? No, it'd be mostly in shelter and stuff. You heard good. Oh, good. I was screaming. That's method up Florida style. Let's go. Well, here's the thing. Let me get a calculator up. So my girlfriend bought this condo. And it's interesting, all right? This ties into inflation, so give me a second. This ties into inflation. Bear with me, okay? my girlfriend bought this condo and she paid $229,900. They refused to come down on the price in the slightest. The seller refused to come down on the price. Instead, and this actually goes into oh my god, this ties in. Oh my god, this ties in so well. Yeah, all right, hold on, I'll explain it. They refused to budge on the price, but what they did decide to do, the seller's agent decided to convince the seller, rather than lower the listing price, rather than lower the price of the sale, to contribute to the down payment for the condo. Okay? So the seller paid my girlfriend's down payment on the condo. She did not put any money down on this house. What she did was have to pay the closing costs, but she did not have to put any money down on this house. Which is crazy to me. It's a condo. It's crazy, but it makes a lot of sense because the buyer and the seller get paid based off of the value at which the house was sold at. So rather than taking 10 grand off of it, which would reduce the amount of money that the commission check was for the buyer and the seller, they convinced the buyer or the seller to just contribute to the down payment. So it was the same effect for us, but now that didn't impact the real estate agent's commission. And the real estate agent, I'm probably spelling bad. They're actually a massive lawsuit going on right now over this entire scandal. A massive lawsuit going on over the entire scandal. So, I mean, it's far more complicated than that, but they've been basically fixing the prices to ensure that they get large commissions. And they've been like working with the buyer and seller because it's just like sketchy out there. How crazy is that? How crazy is that? We actually contributed to it. But my girlfriend got into this place for $29,990. It is 1,000 square feet, 2 bedroom, 2 bath. And the comp, the most recent comp on this place, like, because it's in a giant condo complex, so the most recent comp on the place is, it was $274,000, which means that there's about $44,000 of instant equity in this place once we finish setting it up, once we finish getting everything squared away and flipping the place. I'm doing all of the construction work, which is why the light switches don't have any covers on them. And so far our budget is about $15,000 for the entire thing, which means, oh, I went the wrong way. I forgot I was dealing in negatives. Which means that she'll have about $29,000 in equity instantly in the place, which on top of the down payment from the seller puts us close to that 20% equity, debt to equity. Pretty crazy, right? We're investing in real estate, guys. I'm dead ass when I say we're taking this portfolio and we're 100xing it from the beginning of this crypto portfolio at $500. We're 100xing it to 50 grand. We're gonna buy a house or buy a condo and we're gonna flip that bitch. And I'm documenting the entire thing. Unfortunately, but also fortunately, the ETF got approved yesterday. My account is up 22% or $427 today. It's going crazy thanks to Data Lake. However, I did have a hedge on the portfolio for $100. I took $100 and on Poly Markets, I bet that the ETF would not get approved because I figured if it didn't get approved, the prices would tank, my portfolio would go down a crazy amount, and I want that hedge to make up some extra cash so I can buy the dip. The ETF went through, meaning the portfolio is up a crazy amount, but now I have to remove $100 out of this account to account for the $100 that I spent on the hedge, which is now worthless. So selling $100, I did it there live. You guys know I'm a man of my word now. It hurts to see it because $427, 22% is crazy. Now it's only up $327, but I will survive. That is still an incredibly bullish day. An incredibly bullish day. Data Lake is quite literally $716. put $25 in, and then I put $50 in. So I put $75 into this thing, and it's at $716. It is 32% of my entire portfolio, but I like can't bring myself to sell it because it's so unimaginably cheap compared to where I think it's going. It's at a $20 million market cap. I think this thing is gonna truck along. I truly believe that this thing will be a multi-hundred billion dollar market cap. Like, we probably have an easy 10x from here, if not a 30 to 50x. It's going crazy. Lake is my biggest holding. Let's go. What do you think about Gene? I'm truthfully even more bullish on Gene because Data Lake's at a $20 million market cap. Gene, however, is only at like a $6 million market cap, I think. A $3.5 million market cap. I'm even more bullish on Gene because it has more upside. I called this out a couple days ago on one of the live streams. Let's see if I can go to. I think I'm gonna go to CoinGecko. And I have an interview with someone from Noble Blocks today, so I think I might cut the live stream a little bit early so I can get ready for it and make sure it's gonna be a clean live stream. But Genomes DAO. Let's go to the live chart, baby. Crypto Wizard tweeted about Lake and has 500,000 followers. Holy shit. My video on Lake has been going crazy too. Multiple people have posted about it. Multiple people have reposted about it. All right, watch this, okay? Pay attention to this because we broke this down the other day, which gave me the conviction to actually go add a little bit more Gene because it was following the exact same pattern that Data Lake had followed. All right, so we have a clear uptrend. It spiked up, started breaking down, and then we were building out support. We had a clear support line here, which we broke below. I'm gonna go to the daily because I think it's more clean on the daily. We broke below that support line. And then we came up and broke straight through, right? If we go over to Lake, you'll see that that is the exact same thing that happened. Where is it? Go to the daily, not the minute. You'll see it's literally the exact same thing that happened, all right? We had a clear uptrend. We had a large pullback. We were building out support. We broke below the support, came up, actually got rejected, came down, formed a higher low, and then exploded. Gene just did it without that higher low. Gene just went crazy from breaking through that line, right? And now it's starting to rip upwards. We broke above here, meaning we're back to making higher highs on a micro time scale, right? If you disregard everything before that, this is higher highs, higher lows. I am predicting, I'm gambling, well, not really gambling, but I'm betting my money that we will break far above this 3 cents all-time high. I think we'll probably see Gene over the next month or so long as there's no massive crash on Bitcoin, right? All of these price predictions are precedented on the fact that Bitcoin is going to continue to move up or not crash. It can chop sideways or it can move up. It cannot crash. And I believe full-heartedly that we will see Gene go up to probably like a 10 to $15 million market cap. It's lagging behind things like Data Lake and things like VitaDAO and things like Research Coin. I don't think it should. I think this is going to be one of those that keeps up with all of them. And so getting in at, what did I say the market cap was right now for it? It's at a $3.4 million market cap. I think that it will probably go to that $15 million market cap, which means, well, let's just go ahead and grab a little calculator here. If we get that $15 million market cap divided by that 34,000,000, means that there's about a 4.4x coming for it, in my opinion. Maybe we don't quite hit that 15 and it just goes to 10, and in that case we got a 3.5x. I think we'll be seeing close to 20 cents for it pretty soon. Wait, 20 cents is not accurate. Close to like 10 or 15 cents. There you go. Any updates on Cryo? Yeah, let's go to X. Let's see what Cryo's looking like. I was going to bring this up, but we're past that. We're on to DeSci a little bit. I think I'm going to focus a lot more on DeSci. What kind of comment was that? Of course I am. Of course I am. Are you joking? CryoDAO. Any updates directly from CryoDAO? No, they're retweeting. Interested in BioDAO works. Is BioDAO launching a coin soon? Ooh, if we could roll over the money from CryoDAO into BioDAO, I get a little excited. I don't think any updates specific to that. We can go to the juice box though. We'll go to the juice box here and see what the market cap currently is at. Ethereum ran, holy shit, $1.25 million market cap. Or that's not the market cap, but that's how much has been funded into it. So remember, for each, there is no guaranteed tokenomics for it yet, okay? There is not. However, if we look at the most recent proposal for tokenomics, which I'm gonna go onto the Discord because I have it in the Discord somewhere and kind of scroll through. We'll pull up the proposals for CryoDAO. So this is where, get out of here. This is where the proposals for CryoDAO is, and this is the most recent like tokenomics proposal. So this is likely what we'll get. The funders, this is us, get 50%, and then the core team gets 30% of the other side, right? So every time you put 1 ETH in, you get 2,000 coins, and you create 2,000 coins for the team and the treasury in BioXYZ. So BioXYZ is a massive fundraising place. I'm trying to get connected with them for an interview because I want to talk to them. I had a connection, but they ghosted me. I had a connect, but they ghosted me. God damn it. 13.1 to the treasury and then 30% to the core team and advisors. I think this is not a great distribution. However, they want to keep a little bit of control over the project because people like Lucas are coming in and buying up a shit ton of these coins. And so to make sure that they don't just fund a banana with the entire treasury, a lot of the team and advisors and the core contributors are getting coins as well. So for every 2,000 coins that Lucas generates with his following, the team and the core contributors over here is also getting, well, 60% of that. So 2,000, 60%. What is the number on that? What is the math on that? Damn, little bro's just starting Discord for the day. Bruh, I know. 2,000 times 0.6. So the team is getting 1,200 for every 2,000 that you generate. So that's very high, but it is likely going to be here to prevent and I'm going to be honest, it's likely to prevent CryoNana. Even though CryoNana is hysterical, CryoDAO is still going to have a majority control, or at least the ability to persuade everyone to downvote this proposal. However, I don't think that's a smart idea for them. I really don't think it's a smart idea. Oh, and they're following CryoNana, so I don't think they will. It's better just to lean into it, because otherwise Lucas is going to FUD the shit out of the project, and it's probably just going to pump and dump, and the token price is going to look awful. So I would pay close attention for the team. I just fund them. Don't stop the vote if you have the ability to, which I believe they will have the ability to. But this is Gene. We also look at Research Coin. Oh wait, no, I didn't even answer the question. Update on CryoDAO. The 15th, they end raising funds. They will be stopping the raise of funds for CryoDAO on the 15th. And then hopefully we get the token launch. That'll be awesome. I will be so excited if we get the token launch in the next couple months, or the next couple like week or so. What the heck is CryoNana? That is a good question. That is genuinely a really good question. So CryoDAO is, well, a DAO working to further the research of cryopreservation, okay? So my opinion, it's very difficult for me to see a real use case for CryoDAO. However, there's a lot of rich people who see that we're getting very close to solving for death, and they know that it's not going to happen in their lifetime, but it will likely happen within the next like 200 or 300 years. And so the idea, in my opinion, is that you figure out how to freeze yourself, which is much more attainable, and then you can be reanimated once the cure for death has happened. So a lot of rich people trying to funnel money into cryopreservation. And so there's a DAO spun up, CryoDAO, with a lot of big players from the world of DeSci who are contributing to this in some capacity. Blockchain Boy got a hold of this because me and Josh, and is making a meme out of it a little bit, which is fine. But he started CryoNana, and he's going to submit a proposal to the DAO in which he requests $50,000 to put a banana into his freezer. And his community has a lot of tokens, a lot of the governance coins, and so he very much so thinks that he'll be able to pass that and get 50 grand to put a banana into his freezer for a year. And that's pretty much the whole thing. I think the people from CryoDAO have been trying to work with him a little bit, or hint at the fact that like, hey, why don't we test it with a couple things, like make it a real experiment, guys. Like take a banana, freeze it, yes, but also take a banana and put it in liquid nitrogen. Cool. And then take a banana and coat it in BHT, which is a food preservative, and then put it in the freezer. And then take a banana and inject it with saline, and then put in all that kind of stuff, and do an actual controlled experiment. Either way, it's going to be funny as hell. Blockchain Boy memeing the movement. Absolutely he is. Well, Blockchain Boy is kind of going through a little villain saga right now. It's not really a villain saga, but it's just a... He just realized to the fullest capacity that, like, we made up the entire financial system. Like, it's just, I think, clicked in his head that, like, none of the stuff that we're doing is, like, actually fundamentally needed in the laws of nature. Most things have a little bit of Ponzi-nomics. Like, go look at squirrels and ask a squirrel if they want a little nut, an acorn, or a chunk of gold. A little acorn or a fiat dollar. An acorn or a Bitcoin, you know? And so, like, when you compare that to the laws of nature, everything's a Ponzi scheme, everything's a scam, everything is just you grifting someone else and trying to take their money. And so, like, he's kind of getting that little villain arc going, you know what I mean? He's kind of like, well, fuck all this. If everything's a scam, what am I doing here? Let's just make money. Let's just make everyone money and get out of here then, if everything's a scam. So he's approaching a lot of DeSci like that as well. Like, it's just a grift. And I understand that. Because let's be honest here, one of the only DAOs right now that has any research going on, one of the only DAOs that has any products going on is HairDAO, and it's down 1.2% today, while everything else is rocketing today. Everything else in our portfolio is up. Data Lake 61%, Research Coin 21%, Genomes DAO 35%, VitaDAO 10%. Vector Space 14%. VitaDAO has something as well, but like HairDAO is actually doing something. They have clinical trials going on right now for a drug, which will be a therapy that they can use and own the IP in the DAO, all that stuff. And it's down today. And so, like, even that, it's probably going to take 3 or 4 years before that thing becomes anything worth paying attention to. Before it becomes revenue generating. And so, like, he's like, this is just going to be a grift. These things are going to go to $1 billion market cap, and they should not be at that valuation. And I kind of agree. $1 billion is going to be grossly overvalued for most of these DAOs. However, that's likely what the market's going to do. And so we don't get to decide that. The market decides the value of something. And the value is just whatever people are willing to pay for it. And if it's driven purely by speculation and hype, so be it. That's why it's important that you understand the fundamentals behind something so that you can identify when something is driven by pure hype and market manipulation or speculation on something, and you can sell and you can get out and you can take your profits, or you can avoid it and not touch it, or you can short it. You can make your decisions so long as you're educated. But if you turn a blind eye to your education and you just look at everything as if it's a Ponzi scheme, as if it's all a scam, as if there's no point to any of it, then you're going to end up holding your bag and round tripping the entire cycle on things, because there's no reasoning in your mind to sell something other than the fact that it just went up a bunch. But who's to say it's not going to go up a bunch even more if it has no intrinsic value to you? That's why you need to identify what the hell you're investing into. Lucas, I hope you saw that. You know, I took stimulants this morning, and you can kind of tell, can't you? Oh, God. Not the stimulants you're thinking. I took nootropics. I have an interview with some people today, and I wanted my brain to be right. Smart drug and cognitive enhancers. This is just an article from a WebMD. It is from the director of cognitive neurology and neuropathology division at Johns Hopkins, says there's no strong evidence that any of these supplements now being sold for their supposed memory boosting powers are helpful. It's not clear that they work and not clear that they're safe, he says. He's also skeptical of the basic premise behind nootropics. You know, that's not what I thought it was going to say. I thought it was going to be like very much so backing myself. I can tell you from firsthand experience, it's not a placebo. Acorn versus marshmallow. They'll take the marshmallow and can't digest it and die. That's shitty. That's very sad. Perhaps add some value rather than toss 50K. Yeah, I agree. It really sucks. Any real world use case never performs. Like, only hype performs. Yeah, hype is... Well, you got to think about it for a minute, okay? And I know that nobody cares about the stock market. Nobody cares about the stock market, but you have to think about what drives the value of stuff. It is fundamentals, but it's more so speculation on the fundamentals. And the FTW says, I'm not here to talk bad about Lucas, but I'm genuinely surprised at how many people follow him. It was an accident. He didn't mean to get famous. He's just good at triggering people, and he's good at talking. He's really, really, really good at talking, and he's convincing. And so, like, he just started making content to promote a company that he was starting up, and then he blew up, and then he just had fun making content, and so he kept doing it. So he's, like, genuinely... He is the definition of an influencer, in my opinion. He is like, that was what he was born to do. He just naturally is good at it. And we're not talking about Lucas. I've said all of these things to his face. I'm very transparent with him about this kind of stuff because he's a real dude. You can say anything you want to his face and he'll take it at face value and either internalize it or not internalize it. But he's a good dude. I'm literally co-founding a company with him and Aaron. So like, I wouldn't do that if I didn't think he was a good dude. We have our disagreements and I'm a little hyped up right now. Not right now. I was in Orlando yesterday. Right now I'm back in St. Petersburg, Florida. Right near Gary Cardone and Kathy Woods, which hopefully our paths cross soon, as I plan to be the largest influencer in St. Petersburg, Florida. And if both of them have their huts here, if both of them have their headquarters here, it only makes sense that our paths would cross eventually because they're both heavy into crypto. Now, you guys are familiar with this, right? Let me do a poll. I forgot I can do polls again. Start poll. Oh, Steven. What the hell, dude? Send me a message on Discord or Telegram. Send me a message. Let's link up, dude. I would love to link up. Maybe this weekend. I don't know what's going on though. No promises. I have a lot of busy stuff going on right now, so I can't really promise it. But I would love to link up, dude, if you're down. If you're down. That goes for any of you guys. Any of you guys at any point, if I'm traveling, you guys see that I'm around you. If you are around me, you're traveling, hit me up. And like, be annoying about it, 'cause sometimes I don't check all of the messages. I would love to link up with any one of you guys. Okay, so I'm seeing a bunch of people say no. Or maybe not a bunch, but I'm seeing 2 people say no. Are there only 2 people in this live stream right now? Alright, no, we got our crew. Our crew's here. Let's fucking go, guys. Why are you not voting on it then? We got 1 yes, 2 no's. Oh, Bitcoin just broke above. Bitcoin's going crazy. Bitcoin's going crazy. Holy shit, guys. Oh my god, it's almost at 49,000. Holy shit. This is wild. We're just going on rants and it's been going crazy. All right, we got a couple yeses, a couple nos. All right, a forward PE is a multiple for price on a stock based off of the earnings that the company brings in. So let's say, for example, I have a company and I have 1 million shares of that company, like in total, right? There are 1 million shares of my company. My company brings in $1 million per year. That means that I have $1 of earnings per share that exists in the company, right? That would likely mean if I were to trade at base value like that, not accounting for anything on my balance sheet or anything, just pricing it off of revenue or off of income, then my price to earnings at a 1 would mean that my share price is $1. What happens in the stock market is that you get the current price divided by the forecasted earnings per share. You get multiples on top of that. So likely you'll find companies trading at a 10 price to earnings, meaning if they made $1 per share, the share price will be $10. Okay? And that's a price to earnings of 10. You also project forward and try and anticipate what next quarter or next year's earnings are going to be, and you build on top of that. And the higher the ratio means the higher the growth is expected. So a forward PE of 100, which is stuff that happens, Tesla's forward PE is probably at like 65 or something right now. Yeah, 66.8. So that means that the share price of Tesla is trading 66.8x what the actual income of Tesla is per share. So that is all speculation, guys. There's a little bit of fundamentals with the balance sheet and everything built into it as well, but most of this comes from speculation. Why should it trade at 66.8 and not 76.8? Add an extra 10x on top of the multiple, you know? Like, why? Well, who's to say 66.8 is the correct multiple and not 50.8 or whatever? You know what I'm saying? So the value of almost everything is driven off of speculation. It's just that speculation has to be rooted in something. That is rooted in the earnings. We got 19 likes. Let's go. Thank you, Landon. Thank you, FTW. Thank you, Steven and Dream and Johnny and everyone, Derek, who's in here. I appreciate all you guys. Oh man, no, little tank if you're still here. So literally everything is driven off of speculation. You're just speculating on a fundamental thing behind it. If we go to 50,000 right now, I will shit myself. And it's probably just because of the coffee, but I'll still do it. That's also why I said earlier this is decaf. It's because I took the nootropics. I don't want too much. Are you guys in any trades right now? Are you guys going crazy with the trading? We just keep going. Holy shit. This is a wonderful day to be in crypto. I think we hit 50K. Let's don't do that. Let's go to YouTube. Let's see where the liquidity is. By the way, something not DeSci related. Paid has updates today. Maybe worth having a look at it. Let's go look at Paid crypto. No, that's not gonna. Can you give the name of the project? I don't think Paid is gonna come up good. Oh my god, it came up. Of course, look, there we go. Yep, there we go. Look at it. So we are above all that liquidity. So we just smashed through it. You notice how quickly it smashed through it. That's because the liquidity drives the price. Liquidity drives the price. And so we just smashed straight through all that liquidity. We're in no man's zone until, truthfully, 51 to 53,000. So retrace to 52, I think so. Yesterday on a TikTok live stream when we were chilling right here, I said, or maybe it was back here, I said if it gets denied, we're going straight down to this 42,000. Maybe even this band down here at 40,000. If it gets approved, we're likely going straight past the 48 to the 52,000. It looks like it's taking a little bit longer than I expected. It's funny because the moment it got approved, like somebody asked, we don't care about what you're talking about. They said, is the ETF getting approved and what's going to happen? And I went on like a 5-minute rant saying how it's not going to get approved. And at the very end of it, I go, but maybe I'm wrong. And if I'm wrong, we're going up here. And then about 30 seconds later, it got approved. And I was like, wow, the odds of that are hysterical. Yeah, so you can see we went up to 48,923 before getting a little bit of a pullback. And if you look at the liquidity, unfortunately, we can't zoom in on it, but it went straight to the peak right here. I know the founder influencer will release a big video on it. Ooh, we're getting a little bit of push. Holy shit, 67% today. Looks like people are starting to get excited about it. Oh my God. It's up 2,000%, more than that. Well, a 10x would get us to 11 cents, and then it's more than 11 cents right now, so that's a 20x. And then plus a little bit extra. So it's like a 24x right now. That's crazy. What does it do? Paid Network is a comprehensive business toolkit for all business traction needed. Traditional legal contract systems obligate the participants to employ legal counsel. Agreements or business contracts written in smart language. Support the process. So, okay. So it's using smart contracts and actually like creating a contract system out of it. Like an insurance place. In addition to the features mentioned above, Paid also utilizes DeFi. That looks like it could be part of a cool push. The market cap being $22 million. I think this is similar to DeSci in that you have to make sure you get into them tiny, right? You get in while it's 1.2 cents and the market cap's only 1 million and then it rockets like crazy. I'm in since 10 cents. Let's go, dude. Let's go. Alex Becker is also shilling it. Well, there you go. There you go. If you have the opportunity to see who is shilling stuff before they actually shill it, just know that you're privy to some spicy information. Not sure for how long this push will last, but for short term, I think it will be good. The key is to get out shortly after the influencers have shilled it, right? That's the key. So be careful. But maybe it's a really good project. I haven't looked into it. It looks interesting. Oh, let's go. Tyler noticed me. Did he follow me? Damn it, Tyler. I watched this video while I listened to this video while I was driving yesterday, and it is a phenomenal video on how to grow a DAO. He's got that techie language, right? You can tell he's not really a marketer. He's a tech dude because he's like, I enjoyed giving this talk on a pattern language for DeSci. And it's like that. Nobody knows what the hell you're saying, dude. That's not what it's about. It's about how to grow a DAO. That's what you were talking about. You weren't talking about pattern language. You're talking about how to rally the troops behind a cause that they may not know they need to get rallied behind. It's how to grow a DAO once you've created the DAO. Just name it what it is. Stop making it sound confusing. At least it's confusing to me. But he's a good dude. It was actually a phenomenal video. You guys want to see something funny? So, I shitted it on Hex many days ago. This was in November. I tweeted this. I tweeted, congrats guys, he took your money and left. So funny, haha, he won. When Hex collapses, I'm actually going to feel bad for all the people leaving me hate comments right now, too blinded to see what's right in front of your face. Richard Hex fled the world. He's running from justice right now. And then David said, at this investor, TY, thank you, for being a bottom. To which I responded with a very angry comment initially. I was like, look at this dumbass looking dude. Like, Why did you saved this screenshot? You probably had the tweet drafted up for months waiting for Hex's price to go up a little bit so you could leave it and just try and make fun of me. Like, move on. And then I deleted it and I said this instead. I think that's a much better response because it definitely gets underneath his skin a little bit more. Plus, it's just funny as hell. He literally said, thanks for being a bottom. Ha, a gay. But then I outgayed him. Anytime for you, cutie. I thought it was funny. Oh, God. Why did I just get on that? How did I just get on that? I think I gotta calm down a little bit. On the micro scale, it looks like Bitcoin is having a nice little pullback. We'll see where we go to. But do you guys want to go through anything else? So in this small account, I have $200 of cash left. I have $200 of cash left. I wasted $100 of it on that hedge, but it wasn't really a waste. It was a calculated bet. The $200 is for two things. It's already been allocated, so I can't use it. So we go to Axon DAO, baby. We go to Axon DAO, and then we duplicate this, and we go to Cryo DAO. I put more than this into it. I put 1 ETH into Cryo DAO, and I think I put 75% of an ETH into Axon DAO's private sale. But out of the small account challenge, I'm taking this $200 and I'm splitting it 50-50 between Cryo DAO and Axon DAO's private sales. So then I'm not taking the money out of the account just yet, but once they launch the coins, I will put the coins into the account and take the money out of it. So then we won't have any cash. I am technically 100% invested into this market right now. It's not going to last that long because I believe that once trading really gets going for the Bitcoin ETF, it's going to end up taking a big tumble. Axon's having another sale. Yes, they are, Derek. And I've been talking directly with Chris and Mac, and I'm going to help them with a marketing push for it because they just dropped the ball on that one. I will be getting compensated for it. Hopefully, maybe, potentially. I wasn't expecting any compensation for helping them with it. I just wanted to help them with it because I have vested interest in it. But they offered it, and I'm like, bet, I'll take it. So I'm going to do my best to help them with a marketing push on it and to try and get their social reach a little bit spread out. Get that bag. You're damn right. And hopefully, you know what would be dope is if I could actually get myself rooted into a lot of these communities as helping them grow and survive. And then I can like go to stuff like DeSci London, which... How do I want to do that? Yeah. Like I got recommended to go to DeSci London. I was told I should go to DeSci London and film some content for some of the DAOs. The problem is that I don't have the funds to justify it right now. It's just for a trip to London would bankrupt me right now. Truly. A trip to London would bankrupt me because I ain't selling my crypto for it, and I just don't want to put that on my cards and stuff. I would love to go to DeSci London. Absolutely love it. I would there are so many DAOs out there, so many. Oh, it's $15 to go. Guys, that's crazy. There's so many companies there, so many DAOs, so many people I want to network with that I know are going there. They should bring you over there. I'm saying. I'm trying to see if I can spin that up because that would be huge. That would be so crazy. Imagine getting the live streams from DeSci London. Imagine getting the content from DeSci London. I would get in-person interviews with all of these people. All these people. That'd go hard. It goes so hard. Final thing here. And then I'm going to close out. And then I'm going to go grab something to eat really quick before the interview. Final thing. Speaking of Axon DAO, there's an AMA today at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in which I shall be speaking in. I shall be up there on the stage with them talking. Axon DAO. They're trying to get Poly Labs to come into it as well. So set your reminders. Mine's already set. Get in there. I want everyone in there. No excuses. No excuses. Can you stream it on Discord? I think I should. Yeah, let's do that. Let me see. Hold on, I gotta make sure that... Okay, yeah. I'm free at 3 o'clock, so it looks like that's what we're doing at 3 o'clock. I will stream it in the Discord. I have my reminder set. I'm very, very excited to get there. I better see all of you guys there, because Axon Dow and me. Your time's your most valuable asset. Hopefully this was worth investing it into. Let me know what you guys actually think about this live stream. Like, right after I close out of it, leave like good or bad or whatever. I'm curious. I might have been a little bit too amped up. We were off the walls talking about a lot of stuff. But I think I had a fun one. So let me know what you guys had. And I will see you guys in the next video.